The tree that gives life forever was in the middle of the garden. The tree that gives the ability to tell the difference between good and evil was also there. A river watered the garden. It flowed from Eden. From there, it separated into 4 rivers. The name of the first river is the Pishon. It winds through the whole land of Havilah. Gold is found there. There is gold of that land. It's gold. It's good. The gold of that land is good. Onyx and sweet-smelling resin are also found there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It winds through the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is the Tigris, my favorite river. It runs along the east side of Ashur. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. The Lord God put man in the Garden of Eden. He put him there to work its ground and take care of it. The Lord God gave the man a command. He said, you can eat the fruit of any tree that is not in the garden. But you must not eat the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. If you do, you can be sure that you will die. The Lord God said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him. The Lord God had formed all the wild animals. He had also formed all the birds of the air. He had made all of them out of the ground. He brought them to the man to see what names he would give them, like bunny and deer. And the name that man gave each living creature became its name, like octopus and squid. So the man gave names to all the livestock, like cow and mockingbird. Caw! Caw! So he gave names to all the birds in the air, like I just said. And he gave names to all the wild animals, as I just said. The Bible can be repetitive sometimes, but we work through it. Adam did not find a helper that was right for him, so the Lord God caused him to fall into a deep sleep. While the man was sleeping, the Lord God took one out of his ribs. He closed up the opening that was in his side. Then the Lord God made a woman. He made her from the rib that had been taken out of the man, and he brought her to him. The man said, her bones have become my bones. Her body has come from my body. She will be named Woman, because she was taken out of a man. That's why a man will leave his father and will be joined to his wife. The two of them will become one. Then the man and his wife were both naked. They did not feel shame. Adam and Eve will fall into sin. The serpent was more clever than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made. The serpent said to the woman, did God really say, you must not eat the fruit of the tree that is in the garden? The woman said to the serpent, we can eat the fruit of the trees that are in the garden. But God did say, you must not eat the fruit of the tree that is in the middle of the garden. Do not even touch it. If you do, you will die. You can be sure that it won't. You can be sure that you won't die. The serpent said to the woman, God knows that when you eat the fruit of the tree, you will know things that have never been known before. You will be able to tell the difference between good and evil. You will be in God's likeness. The woman saw that fruit of the tree. The woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good to eat. It was also pleasuring to look at. And it would make a person wise. She took some of the fruit and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. Then both of them knew things they had never known before. They realized they were naked. Oh, wow. So they sewed fig leaves together and made clothes for themselves, like pants and shirts and scarves. Then the man and his wife heard the Lord God walking in the garden. It was the coolest time of day. Good time to have clothes. They hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. The Lord God called out to man. Where are you? He asked. I heard you in the garden, the man answered. I was afraid. I was naked, so I hid. The Lord God said, who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten the fruit of the tree I commanded you not to eat? The man said, it was a woman. You put her here with me. She gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it. And the Lord God said to the woman, what have you done? The woman said, the serpent tricked me. That's why I ate the fruit. So the Lord God spoke to the serpent. He said, because you have done this, I am putting a curse on you. You are cursed more than all of the livestock and all of the wild animals that will crawl on the ground. You will eat dust all the days of your life. I'll put hatred between you and the woman. Your children and her children will be enemies. That's harsh. Her son will crush your head, and you will crush his heel. That sounds painful. The Lord God said to the woman, I will greatly increase your pain when you give birth. You will be in pain when you have children. Ooh. Ouch. You will long for your husband, and he will rule over you. The Lord God said to Adam, you listened to your wife. You ate the fruit of the tree I commanded you about. You must not eat its fruit. I said, you must not eat its fruit. I said, you must not eat its fruit. So I am putting a curse on the ground because of what you did. All the days of your life you will have to work hard to get food from the ground. You will eat the plants of the field. Even though the ground produces thorns and thistles, you will have to work hard and sweat a lot to produce the food you eat. You are made out of the ground, and you will return to it. You are dust. So you will return to it. Adam named his wife Eve. She would become the mother of every living person. Mommy? The Lord God made clothes out of animal skins for Adam and his wife to wear. The Lord God said, the man has become like one of us. He can now tell the difference between good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand to pick the fruit from the tree of life and eat it. If he does, he will live forever. So the Lord God drove the man out of the garden. He made him the work of the ground he had been made out of. The Lord God drove him out and placed cherubim on the east side of the Garden of Eden. He also placed a flaming sword there. A flaming sword. It flashed back and forth. The cherubim and the sword guarded the way of the tree. To the tree. Guarded the way to the tree of life. Thank you very much for that episode of Metal Church, viewers. It was fun, wasn't it? We learned a lot. I broke his sword.